Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of Chameli Devi Institute of Pharmacy, Indore. So today I am going to discuss suspension, which comes under the biphasic liquid dosage form. Let's start with the introduction of suspension. So a pharmaceutical suspension is a biphasic coarse dispersion in which internal phase, that is therapeutically active ingredient, is dispersed uniformly throughout the external phase, that is liquid phase. So suspension are the biphasic liquid dosage form of medicament in which the finely divided solid particle of drug or therapeutic active agent or ingredient is dispersed in a liquid or semi-solid vehicle. The particle range in suspension from 0.2 to 5 micron of internal phase or medicament. Suspension are usually in orally, parenterally and also externally. Suspension are chemically more stable than solutions. So, as we know, suspension is biphasic liquid dosage form. So, having two phases. First phase is internal phase and second phase is external phase. Internal phase is also known as dispersed phase. So, the internal phase consists of insoluble solid particle having a range of size 0.5 to 5 micron, which is maintained uniformly throughout the suspending vehicle with aid of single or combination of suspending agents. Next phase is external phase. So external phase is also known as continuous phase. It is the liquid phase, which is generally aqueous but in some instances may be an organic or oily liquid for non-oral use. Now, what are the qualities of a good suspension? So, an ideal suspension must possess the following property. Suspension should settle slowly. So, the rate of sedimentation of suspension should be low, and the suspension should be radially redispersed on gentle or moderate shaking of the container. The particle size of the suspension remain fairly constant throughout its long period of undisturbed standing. So the particles suspended in suspension should not form a cake. The suspension should pour radially and evenly from its container. The suspension should be free from large particles which spoil its appearance and give a gritty taste. So in case of oral suspension, the particle in larger size give gritty taste to oral preparation and also cause irritation to sensitive tissue when applied externally. Now the type of insoluble solids. So there are two types of insoluble solids which constitute the internal phase or dispersed phase of suspension. So first solid is diffusible solids. So diffusible solids are those which are not soluble in water, but on shaking they can be mixed with it and remain evenly distributed throughout the liquid for longer period of time. So these sediment sufficiently slowly to enable satisfactory dose removal after redispersion. So as they can sediment slowly, so there are no requirement of suspending agent. Example of these solids are light kaolin, magnesium silicate, magnesium trisilicate. Now the second class of solids is indiffusible solids. So these are the substances which are not soluble in water, but they do not uniformly distribute throughout the solution or vehicle. Even after shaking, they settle quickly. Therefore, it becomes difficult to measure the dose accuracy. So, in this type of solids formulation, because of this settle down too rapidly and require the addition of the other material to reduce sedimentation rate to an acceptable level. So in this case we need to add some suspending agent in the formulation. Examples of those type of solids are sulfadiamidine and chalk type of solids. Now the classification of suspension. So suspension are classified into four main classes according to its pharmaceutical use. So first of all, the suspension on the base classified on the basis of route of administration. So on the basis of route of administration, there are three type of suspension. First is oral suspension, second is external applied suspension or suspension used for external application, and parenteral suspension. So oral suspensions are to be consumed by patient oral route. Next class is externally applied suspension or suspension for external use. So these suspension are meant for external use. Example, lotions, inhalations, ear drops. And the third class is parenteral suspension. The suspension which are administered by parenteral route are called parenteral suspension. Now on the basis of the concentration of solid present in suspension or the concentration of solid present in internal phase of suspension, there are two type of suspension are available. First is dilute suspension. So in dilute suspension, the concentration of solids present in internal phase is 2 to 10% weight by volume. So this suspension is called as dilute suspension. And the second class is concentrate suspension. So the solid content or the range of solid is approximate 50% weight by volume of the solid. Now on the basis of size of solid particles, suspension are classified into three types. First is colloidal suspension, which contain the particle size range less than 1 micron of internal phase. And second class is coarse suspension. Coarse suspension, the size range of the solid particle is more than 1 micrometer or micron. And the third class is nano suspension. So the particle size range in these type of suspension in nanometer. So next is nano suspension. So the particle size approximately 10 nanometer. So on the basis of electrokinetic nature of solid particles, suspension are classified into two classes. First is flocculated suspension or second class is deflocculated suspension or non-flocculated suspension. So the flocculated suspensions are when the individual particles are in contact with each other and form a network-like structure called flocks. The rate of sedimentation is high in case of flocculated suspension, but they are radially redispersed on moderate shaking. So the second class is deflocculated suspension or non-flocculated suspension. So in this type of suspension, the individual particle exists as a separate entity, and the rate of sedimentation is slow, and the sediment is slowly formed and difficult to redisperse. But in this case, the hard cake is formed, which is not easily redispersed on moderate shaking. Thank you.